This girl was born in South Korea. She had been living in an orphanage and was not wanted by anyone. But something incredible happened to her. 15 years ago, Naleigh was adopted by one of the richest and most famous Hollywood actresses, Katherine Heigl. She went from living in an orphanage to a luxurious mansion in Utah. So, how has the girl's life turned out since then? And what does she look like now? Watch the full video to find out. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to get notified when I upload a new video. Let's get started. This little girl was born in South Korea in 2009. Her mother gave birth to her in a hospital in Seoul City and left the next day. According to the laws of the land, authorities searched for the girl's mother for a whole month. But sadly, it soon became clear that she was gone forever. Left with no one to care for her, the baby girl was transferred to Namsanwan, an orphanage where she spent the first 9 months of her fragile life. What became of her parents? To this day, the answer remains a mystery. Those early months were tough. She even had to undergo open-heart surgery due to a congenital heart issue. But little did she know, her fate was about to change in ways she could never imagine. She was the only one among thousands of other orphans who managed to get into a good family. Her story began in 2009 when actress Katherine Heigl and her husband noticed her. At the time, Heigl was 31 years old, a superstar with immense popularity and wealth. By 2019, Forbes estimated her net worth at $33 million, while her husband, Josh Kelly's, was valued at $10 million. South Korea held a special place in Katherine Heigl's heart because her parents had adopted her sister from there 3 years before Heigl was born. "I wanted my own family to resemble the one I came from, so I always knew I wanted to adopt from Korea," she shared. So after searching for a while, they found Naleigh and instantly fell in love with her and eventually decided to adopt her. The couple immediately took the child to the United States, where she began a completely different life. An unwanted girl from an orphanage got a loving family, and she will one day become known to the whole world and inherit from her parents their fortune of millions of dollars. Heigl and her husband were extremely happy. This was their first child. However, their joy soon faced a challenge. Naleigh didn't respond to the affection Heigl was giving her, which led the actress to be heartbroken, as she felt like she wasn't good enough to be a mother. Heigl opened up about a difficult time in her life when her daughter Naleigh seemed closer to her husband than to her. Heigl's job commitments often kept her away, spending more time with triplets on set than with Naleigh. This left her constantly worried that she was missing out on connecting with her daughter, fearing Naleigh might not really care about her. The turning point came in 2012 on The View, when Naleigh ran up to Heigl on set and hugged her tightly. It was a powerful moment that made Heigl realize they had a strong bond after all. Additionally, her husband wrote a song called Naleigh Moon for their daughter to express their love for her. Despite the challenges, Naleigh brought Heigl a lot of happiness as her new mom. Heigl expressed, "This girl, the girl who made me a mother, the girl who gave my life purpose, meaning, and direction. Boundless, eternal love radiates from the very core of my being because of her." In 2012, Heigl and Kelly adopted their second child, a daughter named Adelaide, from Louisiana. During an appearance on The Tonight Show, Heigl told host Jay Leno that Adelaide's adoption had been serendipitous. She explained that she and Kelly had initially planned to adopt internationally again, but they encountered difficulties. Korea had become very hard to adopt from, and China had an extensive waiting list, she said. 5 years later, at the age of 39, Heigl became pregnant naturally. In 2017, she welcomed her son Joshua into the world. Joshua had been in a breech position for over a month before his due date, so doctors scheduled a C-section. Unfortunately, Joshua didn't start breathing right after birth, and doctors had to quickly give him oxygen to help his lungs function. Despite her joy at becoming a mother, Heigl felt overwhelmed and unprepared for the realities of motherhood. She often returned home feeling frustrated after missing important moments in Joshua's day. Balancing her work and her duties as a mom was extremely challenging for her. Heigl spoke openly about the struggles she faced, including anxiety attacks and back issues caused by stress. "People will tell you how hard it is, but you have no idea until you experience it," she admitted. Heigl also felt unsure about raising kids in LA, so the family moved to a ranch outside Utah. This move allows her to be more hands-on as a parent. Their ranch is home to 8 dogs, 3 cats, chickens, goats, and horses. The children love the rural environment, spending time by the river, skipping rocks, and taking care of the chickens. Heigl appreciates the peacefulness and calmness of Utah. In total, Katherine Heigl gave birth to 1 child in this marriage and adopted 2. So, Naleigh had a big family, a father, a mother, and 2 siblings. She is the oldest of them all. By the time Naleigh was 6, Heigl shared that her daughter was growing up into a little intelligent girl, describing her as so smart and so witty. Heigl even called the little girl her best buddy and the coolest little person she'd ever met. Naleigh has likely always been Heigl's favorite. Fast forward 10 years later, in November 2022, Naleigh appeared on a talk show. This time, she watched her mother from the audience. Now, at 15 years old, Naleigh is all grown up. She lives in a $4 million house in Utah, USA, which offers an incredible view of the mountains and features a stone garden, a greenhouse, bedrooms, and fireplaces. Not only that, but she also enjoys luxury cars such as a $108,000 Range Rover sports car and a $64,000 white Audi Q5. Heigl prioritizes giving her children a normal upbringing, so Naleigh doesn't have any social media accounts and is mostly seen on her mother's Instagram. The actress often drove Naleigh to South Korea and introduced her to the culture of her native country. She also involved her in her humanitarian work. Katherine Heigl and her mother Nancy founded the Jason DeBoo Heigl Foundation in 2008. Their goal was to combat animal cruelty and abuse by establishing an organization dedicated to animal welfare, honoring the compassion and memory of a cherished son and brother. This story proves that the real parent is the one who gave love to the child and not the one who only gave birth. Do you agree with this statement? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to O Channel for more. As always, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.